What is up, everybody? Dan and the Fireman here. We're going to be going over a MotorStars video, trying to figure out what happened, how it happened, but pause that before we get into it. This is 50% off right now. You get the digital version too. It's a download at the bottom of it. But yeah, so you're going to get that for 50% off using the link in the description. Automatic discount. Just have to click it, add it to cart, 50% off. It's basically 15 bucks. Go into parking lot practice, get better with your motorcycle, so we don't do a lot of these things.
In today's video, you will see
Let's take a look at this one.
situations that these riders
Oh, look at his wrist. It's just like fully...
the main cause of
We're going pretty fast. 130? You
from
think that's kilometers?
So,
let's see.
That
Probably. So the chevrons, when they're closer together, so that's a little low side into the brick wall. When the chevrons are close together, that means it's super sharp. When they're spaced out, it means it's like a longer turn. But when they're closer together, that's pretty sharp. So what happened here, guys? What we're trying to do is figure out why people are crashing or having close calls, understanding and maybe doing a refresher of any of the classwork that we've ever done. So I do have an online academy, but we're building a new one. But if you've taken an MSF and all that stuff, you kind of know what you're supposed to do before an MSF is that you're supposed to slow look, press and roll, slow down before the turn. So we're not really, I mean, we slowed down a little bit, but we're going a little bit too fast for the turn. Maybe we set up the miles or the kilometers per hour dropped, but we're still kind of going fast.
Safe.
So now we're going to lean the bike super far down because we're also leaning it too. And then who knows? There could be gravel, low PSI, damage to the tire, bunch of different factors. Maybe we slam the front brake. Who knows? But this is what's called a low side. And so then we hit the wall. So usually trying to keep up with our buddies is going to put us in a bad position. We want to ride our own ride, use our skill set to offset any of the risk. But we didn't do that. So we crashed, we fell down. Thankfully, we have some type of guard for our engine. But then we hit our body. So part of being a smart rider is acquiring and using personal protective equipment just in case something like this happens, so we can mitigate as many injuries as possible. Thankfully, he didn't hit the wall himself and like smashed his head in there. That would have been really bad. So his bike might be good because he's got all that crash protection. And he's listening to music, having some fun. But make sure you ride your own ride. You know, don't try to keep up with your buddy. Talk to him on your cardo. If you are a YouTube member with a milestone, make sure you guys go ahead and post that up. I'd love to see that. There we go, Blade of War. 29 months. Thank you for being here for 2.5 years.
Yep.
Woo-wee. Oh, that's him.
How I ended up in this situation.
Let's find out. Oh, geez. That might be copyrighted music, so we're not going to play with that. So we're going to come up to here. Soraro, welcome. 23 months, almost 2 years. One more year. Very nice. Happy Halloween, everybody. So we got a little crash right here. We're going to be sliding across the ground. It's going to be an issue when it comes to road rash. Hey, Freezer33, welcome. We're going to have a bunch of people posting that up right now. So we're doing this live on a live stream. So he hit something. He hit something here. Looks like a lot of debris. Maybe somebody else crashed. Oh, look at that. Elad, welcome. 28 months. You guys are just going to, I'm just going to have to just keep that going because we're trying to keep this this live stream going. So somebody else crashed, and now we're going to go ahead and basically bounce over somebody's body. I hope not, actually. And that's going to cause a lot of problems when it comes to maneuvering the bike. And there's the bucking over the top. So when we go over an obstacle, you do this in the MSF. But if you want to practice it like speed bumps in a parking lot, you're going to notice that when you hit that back tire hits, it's going to launch you up like that. So what they teach you is that you're going to lift your butt off the back or the seat and use your legs as kind of like a shock absorber. And that's what's going to happen here. Car Geek, welcome to the crew. Jeez, you guys are going crazy. Thank you so much for being here, guys. And so this is what it looks like when you don't lift your butt up, or if you hit a really hard bump, it's going to launch you up. So really lift your butt up. Use your legs as shock absorbers. That back seat's going to hit you in the butt when you're sitting up a little bit, but it won't knock you off like this. And so now we crashed on the ground. Oh, so that's not good. That's how that happened. That person did not do an emergency swerve. Remember, part of planning your ride is positioning for safety, locating that there's a car in front of you. That's a hazardous situation. It is a relevant threat if you're going to crash into it. So you're going to have to navigate that active threat and swerve your way out of it. I don't know what happened there, but he crashed. We crashed. Everyone's having issues. And then we blew up and we're on fire. Let's get the sound back on. He ran over somebody else. It was weird. Okay, so here we go. Oh, a side of the cyclist. Well, now they're just kind of hanging out. You are in the way, buddy. Get out of here. At this point, don't worry about it. Just get... Oh, his pants fell down. Yeah, make sure you wear a belt. All right, moving on. Yeah, we're not going to deal with that. So just at that point, just kind of take off. Just take off. Just like that. Get out of there. All right. Oh, look at that lean angle. What do you think is going to happen here, everybody's pop quiz? You think it's going to be a low side, high side? He's going to actually make it. A car is going to come out. Maybe a comet is going to come from outer space and just hit him only. What do you think is going to happen here? What do you think is going to happen here? He's going to build some wings and fly off. Okay, so there's a little low side right there. So when you have your bike at that angle, I mean, look at that. There's no real reason to have it. I mean, look at the guy right here. This is a good angle. Moving the bike like that, you're just making an easy turn. Doing that, he's probably accelerating at the same time. We're basically using the sidewall as traction instead of the actual tire, like the whole tire. And it's just going to lose traction. So in order to have traction, you need weight on the tire. You start spinning that tire. You start turning. You start losing traction because you need traction for those things. It's just not good here. So there's going to be that low side. Take those turns nice and easy. There's no reason to really rush that. Okay, here we go. Great angle.
Reminder of how crucial the proper gear is.
I like that. It's a 360 camera. You can see it right here. That's pretty cool. So he's got some really good footage here.
Without any major issues.
Very nice. Let's see what happens here. So are we going to hit a road surface hazard or these pretty easy? Oh, got a little air. A little air. So that's going to, let's see what happens. It could mess up. Oh, now his rear tire. Oh. I was going to say, it can mess you up and cause a little bit of a panic. So he is now in heaven. That's what heaven looks like. That's when the DMT really hits your pineal gland. Okay, so we got a little bit up, maybe panicked a little bit. At this point, we slammed the front brake, caught traction. And then we're going to go up and over. Okay, so what I was trying to get at here before he died, hopefully he didn't, but we're getting up to here. And then like you're going through little turns here, right? And then once this happens, you lose direction. Like you can only go where your back tire is kind of taking you. You lose any type of turning, obviously, because the tire's not on the ground. But then once we hit here, because like once you're in there, you're like, oh crap. And then once you get here, you have a turn coming up. You start panicking a little bit and you apply the front brake. And that's what it looks like happened here. Because then the front brake or the front tire compressed, suspension compressed, so more than likely slam that front brake in a panic because we have a turn coming up. You can see that right there. And then we went up and over because it actually gained traction. It's just a terrible situation overall. So try your best not to speed. I mean, we're going pretty fast here, 72 before a turn. And this is why we wear full gear, just in case. He's got leather, he's got gauntlet gloves, probably got a helmet. There's the helmet, full face helmet. Camera flew off though. Face shield flew off, but it's gonna protect as best as it can. There's the GoPro on his face. Okay. Oh, that's not a good look. At least we got some good footage there. Hopefully your spine is doing well. Yeah, I have a chin mounts for my stuff, but the old one fell off. Like I used to use Sugru and actually like pretty much put it on my helmet. I might go back to doing Sugru. It's more robust. Oh! How far did he slide? Okay, we're gonna pull off because the goal is to rescue. So remain calm, ensure your own safety. Don't hit that, and then call 911. Stop any major bleeds. Call 911. Make sure somebody calls 911. There you go. wouldn't worry too much about the bike. I'd be worrying about anybody colliding into me.
It was a motorcycle that split out. There's 2 passengers, a male and a female.
Why are you going so fast with a passenger?
It's okay, it's okay. Hey, bro, she's good, she's good.
Okay, everyone's good. They're walking. That's good. There's still going to be some injuries, just not... If they're walking, that's good. But still, there's going to be some injuries. So why do you think that happened? So we're coming up to here in a sharp turn. We're all having fun, going fast. Maybe it's the second date. They're not going to be a third one. Just kind of trying to impress people. But we're in that turn. We're going super fast. It's going to push us to the outside. Especially with a passenger, it's going to change up the dynamics of the bike. When it's just you, it's pretty easy to handle a lot of these things. But when you have that passenger, it's really going to make it to where braking's a little bit slower. Acceleration should be a little bit slower. But once you're at that higher speed, slowing down is a lot harder. And then we crashed into the side. Okay, so they did pretty good. Calling 911 right away, having their cardo on their headset. You just dial 911. You can talk to them. Keep your helmet on. Make sure that you are remaining calm as best as possible, ensuring your own safety, because you don't want to get hit. Like, if you get hit by a car, you can't rescue your buddy in his second date. Like, you can't do that. So you don't want to be added to the problem. And then when you get to him, hopefully there's nothing going on. But if there's any external bleeding, you can stop that external bleeding. So good job on actually taking action, because a lot of people will say call 911 and then nobody does it. So I'm glad that somebody just took action. Another thing is that if you're on the interstate or a highway, one thing that you can tell the dispatcher, and they'll walk you through it. You can tell them what exit's coming up. If you're going eastbound, northbound, southbound, westbound, whatever it is, that helps out a lot for firefighters, because they'll just say we're on the interstate, and the firefighters and everybody will get on like the wrong side. It's really difficult. It's just much easier for us to get to you quicker. Another thing is that if you're like on a highway and it's not like this, tell them what mile marker that you just recently passed. Whenever I'm driving, I look for mile markers, and I'll keep a mental note. You know, I'll take a note of like every 2 miles, 2 mile markers or whatever. And so if something does happen, I can say, I just passed mile marker 37. Like, I'm westbound on this. I passed mile marker 37. So that means I'm between 37 and 38. That helps out a lot. Just a little tidbit of information. Helps out.
She's okay, man, I know.
Okay, just don't come out if your lane is going 0 miles per hour. That's the open lane pattern, remember? They're stuck, so they're going to want to come out. Not a big deal. Recognize that. Don't go super fast through this, because you're already... Okay, here's the thing. Is that you're already... We're lane splitting. But even if you're going like... He's going 53. Let's say we're going like 35. Like, you're still going faster than everybody on the road. Like, they're all stuck. And so when it comes to this, see what position we're in? When it comes to positioning for safety, move yourself over to this side. That way, if somebody does come out, you have this huge space cushion right here so that you can find an escape and do that. You know, you don't want to do it on the shoulder a lot because there's a lot of debris. But if you have to do an escape, do the escape and then get back on the road. But keep yourself having this space cushion in between any vehicles over here. That's that open lane pattern. Okay, so people see the open lane. They're stuck in a long line. I want to go in the open lane because that lane is moving. I'm going to do that. That's what people do. Recognize it. It's driver and rider behavior. Be careful. So good job with the brakes. Found the escape, so bought himself some time, moved off, moved back in. Did good. But don't get mad. Like, just understand that's going to happen. All right, so there we go. Hey, very nice. He told him to watch out. I like that. That was nice. Yeah, give him a little fist bump. Moto Crew DR. Here we go.
All because the rider definitely didn't keep a safe distance.
Okay, no safe distance. What's going to happen here? Oh, person behind you crashed. Didn't keep a safe distance. Hey, you got to watch out for merging traffic. Wasn't paying attention. Crashed into you. Okay, hopefully nothing bad happened. Got a nice little Indian jacket. Very good. Got GPS right there. I haven't seen a Garmin GPS in a while. What do you guys think? What do you think? I want to say this lane before the intersection is meant to turn left at the intersection. And then after the intersection, it is now his turn lane to turn left. That's how I feel. So like I feel like this is where you're supposed to turn left at the intersection. Because then here, now it's a different color stripe, right? But good job moving out of the way, getting yourself, you're good. First chill group ride ends badly. Okay. This is a good looking camera. I wonder what camera he has. Uh-oh. Hey, it's an open lane pattern, but somebody's crashed. There's some debris on the road. So what are we going to do? Okay, careful with this. Uh-oh. Remain calm. Ensure your own safety. Everyone's off to the side. Very good. Okay, somebody's moving the bike over, but is this person doing okay?
Oh, the car pulled off.
Okay, so he seems to be doing fine. Sitting down is good.
I'm angry, so I'm just going to do more harm than good over there.
Okay. Too many chefs in the kitchen. Very good. Very good. All right, what do we got? Oh, dear. Good job with the emergency braking. Saw it in his peripheral.
In this case, it's pretty clear that speed
Okay.
was the main issue.
We're like running backwards.
It's like the rider lost focus and started braking way too late.
Okay. Oh, person behind us is coming up, coming up, coming up, coming up. Oh, a little too late. Oh, jeez. So maybe they saw it. Okay, what's this angle look like? Oh, so they did collide. So hopefully his left leg doesn't hurt. Why do we have it on Zoom?
Hold on.
It's like 10 frames a second here. So the person was accelerating pretty hard, not paying attention. What do you think when it comes to the MTC awareness stages? These are the mental models, the mental stages of what we're thinking and how we're doing things. Yeah, it's a white stage. We're kind of zoned out. The person in the back not really paying attention. White, then brown. Exactly. So brown stage is that you know you need to do something, but you panic. So you probably panic broke. So it's easy to jump from white stage zoned out and then go into brown stage. So there's the slamming of the brakes. Slam the rear brake. Not good. Not good. Let's see what happens next.
Ah, hell.
Oh, that's damaged. Moto Hornet 750. Okay, merge area, roundabouts. We see this all the time with the roundabouts. Oh, geez, found the escape. Good job. Not a big deal. Moto stars in this music. All right, let's take a look. Oh, geez. All right, let's go back to that. Oh, was in gear. They were in gear. So it's like, yeah, you know, they're talking to each other on their Cardo Pack Talk Edges or Pros. So we got them right here. There's a discount for 10% off in the description if you want that. But the drill booklet's 50% off, so you might want to get that. So it's like, yeah, we're having some fun. It's interesting because, like, if we're in first gear, maybe she just put it in gear right there with her leg. See, look at the leg. Right there. Just put it in gear. Because, like, her left hand is not on the clutch to hold it in. Is it a quick shift? Okay, so, and then right here with the hand, there it goes. Huh. Okay, so someone explained that the quick shifter allows you to be in gear without the clutch. Interesting. I don't have one. I don't need one. Which lane is mine? Okay. So they're going to turn right. This is not America, because this is interesting. This is like a left turner in America. Okay, they're supposed to stay in that far lane. That's our lane. That's fine. That's why I don't like, in America, the left lane stuff. This is the right lane turn. Or I'm sorry, left turn and then right turn. I don't like being side by side with other cars when I'm doing that. They have these slotted lines. You know? I don't want to be near it. I like to stay staggered because they do this all the time. They cross over. So just stay staggered. Pay attention. They creep in your lane. If you're staggered, it's not a big deal. But if you're side by side, it's an issue. And sometimes they do take it. So if it is staggered, right? If it is staggered and they take it, it's still not a big deal. Yeah, double turn lanes they're kind of dangerous. People don't know how to do wide arc turns, you know? Here we go. What do we got here? Some wind noise. Oh, somebody's in the middle lane. Not that big of a deal. We had a lot of space. Oh, jumping in front. So don't fight for it. Just kind of let them in, because then you have stuff like this happen. Just let them in. There we go. Some brake lights. Why are we having brake lights in the middle of the road, right? Oh, idiot right here. Good job slowing it down, seeing it ahead of time, and putting yourself in a new position for safety. Any side of the vehicles here? Usually happens at night. Here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. Switch lanes. You see how like jostly? I say jostly a lot, but you see how like he did that? So I wonder if he downshifted pretty hard. Let's see. So I think I can see his gear indicator. So we're in third. Did he downshift hard? There's second gear. Yeah. So we downshifted from like in 50 miles an hour in third gear to 50 miles an hour in second gear, held in the clutch the rev bomb, and probably let out the clutch. And that's when it was just kind of like jerking on him. This is not a good look for me doing that. Let's not do that anymore, Daniel. So doing that, what you can do is just slow it down and then get into the other lane. You know? Not the biggest deal here. Not the biggest deal. Happens. It happens. All right, what do we got here? Not a big deal. Not a big deal. So we're going through here. Let's see. Any traffic? Got any traffic? The road surface looks kind of messed up, but it's not a big deal here. Oh. Good escape. Now get over because of that person right there too. Great escape. Was not anticipating that. So this right here, when we talk about plan method, right? So we're in a good position for safety. This is right before the incident. We're locating consistently hazardous situations. Road surface, okay. And then we also have traffic. Assessing any relevant threats. We see that person start coming out. It became an active threat. So we have to do something. We have to find that escape path and then actually take it. So that's why I'm constantly looking for escape paths. Because if something happens randomly, I want to know where I'm going. And so we get up to here. This is a great job. So we're coming up, sees it. We go for the brakes. We try to slow down. Maybe something can happen, but we realize, we're not going to stop in time because our total stopping distance isn't good enough right now. So he's going to have to find the escape. He's already doing it. So he's going to go for the thing that's going to work. He's already at a good speed. He's probably not going to hit them if he just continues his speed. And we're going to go here. Once he passes that, get back into your lane, though, because you had that side of the vehicle and that cyclist there, too. So good job. Found the escape. So now once we get to this point, we're like, hey, we got through it. Like, you have to think quick, okay? Think quick. Usually in an emergency situation, adrenaline's running. Time kind of slows down a little bit so you can process more information. That way you can actually utilize your skills and training that you've done. So he's practiced swerving probably. Or he's probably had to swerve a lot, which is practice. And so we get into here, and it's like, oh, crap. Now our goal is to get ourselves back into the lane. So good job. Good job. Oh, you saw that sign right there? Sharp left, sharp right. There's the sharp left. Let's see. Good job slowing it down. We have a sharp right here. Keep the good speed. Don't get super close. Okay, good job. We have something here. Hey, they're handling. Whoa, what are you doing there? Yeah, we're not doing that in group rides, buddy. Everyone here is doing a great job. That was not something you should be doing. Look at that body angle. Do you think he's about to crash right here? Think he's about to crash? There it is. Ooh, pretty bad, actually. Scraping some pegs. There's the leg and impact. Up and over. Time to rescue. I thought his ankle broke, but it was just his shoe flying off. Okay, thank you so much, Motostars, for putting this video on. Guys, remember we have the Smart Rider Drill booklet on sale right now, 50% off for this weekend only for Halloween. Links in the description. Just click it, add it to cart, instant 50% off. But with that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream.